So this is very important. So again, we are in the private uh, security model, OWD security model. What will happen? So if it is in private, the user can view their own record. He cannot view others' records, right? So similarly, let me show you all these things clearly. So if the user don't have in the access in the profile level, so obviously he will not get access to view the records, right? So if he have the create access, and what he can do, he cannot view others record, just he can create a records. Okay, again create read. So what will happen here, he can create a new records and he can view his own records, not others records, right? So he have edit access, so he can create a records, he can read the records of his own, and he can edit his own records, and delete as well. So same thing, so he can edit his own records, he can create his own records, he can delete his own records, and view all access. Okay, so in the profile there are two options, like these are all the CRUD operations, like create, edit, delete, and view. And here we have view all access and modify all access. Here what will happen if you have view all access, so if the OWD is private, still you will get access to view all the records. Okay, so basically what will happen, he can create his record, he can read his records, he can edit, he can delete, but he have the access viewer as well. So what will happen, if he have the view all access, he can view all others records as well, but he cannot edit, delete. So if we have the modify all access, what will happen, he can create records, he can edit, he can delete, and his own records and other records as well. So he can view all other user records, he can delete all other user records, and he can edit all other user records. So here, so again the grant access hierarchy is checked for the particular object. Then what will happen, obviously the senior can view the junior records. So based on here, so he have the access to create and read the access. So what will happen here, so if the user have the subordinates, the user will able to view his own records, create a new records, and also view the records of the subordinates. He cannot edit because he don't have the access to edit his own records. Then how he can edit others records, is that how he can edit his subordinate records. So here he have the access to edit. So guess what will happen here, so the user will able to view and edit his own records, and he can create a new records. Also he can edit and view his subordinates records as well. In general, what will happen in the private security, if you select OWD as private, he cannot view others records, right? But in the role hierarchy, what will happen, the senior can view the junior records. So here the user have create, edit, read, delete access. So remember we are discussing about private OWD type. So what will happen here, the user will able to view their own records, create a new records, and edit and delete them. It means he can edit or delete his own records, not other records. So if the grant access hierarchy is checked, so again, so there should be a subordinates, and the user will be able to view, edit, delete his own records, create a new records. Also he can view, edit, and delete the records of the subordinates. I hope this clear.